So, I now don't see a world where Arsenal win the Premier League title. I think it is now down to Liverpool. I don't think anyone really debated that. I think this is down to Liverpool, but I am not going to say anything. I'm not going to try and confirm anything until the season is over, because when the season is over, that's when we can say, okay, Liverpool have won the title. I still think there is time to cock things up, so I'm not going to say anything. And I know some Liverpool fans will go, it's okay to say we're going to win the league. I'm still not saying anything. The players are saying what Liverpool fans should also be saying, that there is still time to mess up. There is still time to mess up. So nothing is confirmed until it's confirmed. So Arsenal have drawn at the Amex Stadium today. The Amex Stadium is a very hard place to go, and yeah, this is related to this. I can't see Liverpool just having one loss for the whole season. It would be very lucky if the only team we lost to this season was Nottingham Forest. But I won't be too mad with that, actually, because Nottingham Forest have been superb this season. But that's not what I'm trying to talk about. What I'm trying to talk about is that if we are to lose another game, I think it will probably be at the Amex Stadium, because the Amex Stadium is a very tough place to go to. Now, do I think Arsenal are out of the title race? Possibly. Because this, obviously, this isn't a great result for their title charge. I don't think they were ever really at a title charge, did they? But I don't think... I never thought they were going to win it. If I'm completely honest, at the start of the season, I thought, okay, they're going to win it. But now, at this moment in time, I don't think they're going to win it. At the start of the season, I did predict Arsenal to win it. Then I thought, okay, City are going to win it. Then I thought, okay, Liverpool are going to win it. And now I still think the same thing. But any Liverpool fan, any Liverpool player will tell you this, that the season isn't over yet, and that we can't say anything yet. But as far as Liverpool fans are concerned, we're going to win it, and we're the favourites to win it. I'd say we're the favourites to win it. I would say we are the favourites to win it, but obviously there is still time to cock things up, so that is why I don't want to sound like I'm confirming anything. I'm not. But honestly, I really do think that we have time to mess stuff up, so that's why I don't want to say anything just yet. And I think it's a great position that Liverpool are in right now. And I think for Arsenal to have lost this game, that gives Liverpool even more. They haven't lost it, have they? They've drawn. This gives Liverpool even more of a chance. With Man City's result, am I nervous about it? Not really. Because it's a 4-1 result against the West Ham team that have been really bad this season. And plus... cough still ain't gone. Plus, it's a team that Man City probably should be beating 4-1. So, their first goal was a jammy own goal by Vladimir Sufal. So, I just... With Man City this season, I don't know what's going to happen. Because they obviously, last weekend, won. No, was it this week in the midweek? They played midweek it was midweek. I think they played midweek. It's been a very weird schedule over the Christmas period, but they won the last game. I've forgotten who it was against. My mind is like a fish, honestly. I've forgotten who it was against. It was probably only like last Thursday or something. But yes, it's it's very positive the direction Liverpool are going in, and this result today, Brighton 1, Arsenal 1, is a very good result for Liverpool, because it now means we go something like 5 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the table. I never really had doubts that I had doubts that Arsenal would win the Premier League at the start of the season. I didn't, but now, sort of quarter-way through the season, midway through the season, I did think that Arsenal, I didn't think Arsenal, would win the Premier League, and I don't think they're going to win the Premier League now. That hasn't changed, but we obviously do need to keep an eye out for other teams. Chelsea obviously have drawn again to Crystal Palace, 1-1. I think that pretty much ends any title chance for them. I think the problem with Chelsea fans was that they kind of got a bit cocky. They said, "Oh, we're not in a title race. And basically, as soon as I said that, they weren't in a title race. But this is why you should never say anything too early, because they were all being cocky, saying, we're not in a title race, and they ended up not being in a title race. So, basically, just, stay humble, because when you don't stay humble, stuff like this happens. Like that quote of Erling Haaland's hasn't worked out too well for him, has it? So, this is why you should stay humble. But, yeah. Arsenal, they've pretty much cocked any chance up of them winning the Premier League. I doubt there's any chance of Forest winning the league. I don't think Forest will win the league. And anyone saying Forest will win the league, I think is a bit delusional. Because, yes, they've played well this season, and they've been a great team. Props to them for that. And could even get Champions League, which I don't think will happen. I think they'll probably get Europa League, or maybe Conference League. But any football fan saying that Nottingham Forest could win the Premier League needs checking, because I don't think they will win the Premier League. I don't think it won't happen. Ebbsfleet Town, or is it Ebbsfleet United? I don't know which one it is, but they have more chance of winning the Premier League. No. I'm being delusional, but no. Nottingham Forest have got more of a chance than Ebbsfleet Town or United, of winning the Premier League. But, there's always a possibility. We never knew that Leicester would win the Premier League when they had that 5,000 to 1 odds of winning the Premier League. We never knew that would happen. But I don't think it will happen. But they are definitely a team to look out for. But, yeah, in the long run, I do think that saying that Chelsea fans saying they weren't in a title race hasn't really worked out for them, because they said they weren't in a title race and they more or less cocked up any chance of being in a title race. But yeah, at least it's competitive for once. The Premier League over the last few years hasn't been the most competitive league in the world, in my opinion. It's been the best league in the world, but not the most competitive. And Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, Brighton, Manchester United and Chelsea and Man City have all made it interesting this season. And it's probably been the most interesting than it has been for a long while. So, thank you to that. But, yeah, I think that I'm not going to say anything yet, but all I'm going to say is that Liverpool are title favourites, and that Brighton getting this draw against Arsenal today has worked out in our favour massively, because now this means that if we win against Man United tomorrow, like, it's going to give us even more ammunition. And as much as I want us to beat Manchester United tomorrow, there's something about these games. There is something about these games. Because no matter how good we are, and no matter how bad they are, they always seem to give us a game. Like last season, they were bad and we were decent. We went to Old Trafford in the FA Cup, they beat us 4-3. We went to Old Trafford in the Premier League, we drew 2-2. But I think obviously this is Anfield, and against Man United, I think United are going to find it quite difficult to get a result against Liverpool at Anfield when they're doing this well. But we will just have to see what happens. We will just have to see what happens. But yeah, going back to the actual subject of the video, I don't think there's any chance that Arsenal do win the league now, because getting this draw at the Amex today hasn't helped Arsenal at all. And yeah, I think they can say bye-bye to their title chance, because it's not there. There's nothing there for Arsenal to win now. So, you know, it's not going to happen, is it? Let's be completely honest. It's not going to happen. So, today's draw basically confirms that Arsenal probably won't be winning the Premier League this season. There's more or less only one team in it. But, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, Man City might miraculously, like, Liverpool might coincidentally lose another 6 games, and then we will be about 7th. But that's not going to happen. So, you know, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.